Afternoon guys, welcome to another paintball and paint tube. Today is my next Edgun Leshiy 2 video. As per my first video, before I get out there and start shooting and stuff and do the interesting stuff, I'm going to get my kind of Leshiy 2 up to the spec that I want. So the last video showed it being fitted with the externally adjustable regulator, and today's video is going to be showing this. This is the Huma MOD50 Hornet, which is a variant on the moderator or suppressor that comes with it. Part of the reasons for that is I shoot in a built-up area in my back garden, so I want maximum suppression. And I also like the fact that it was adjustable, so you can take out sections so that if you're out and about, you can shorten it so it can fit into backpacks or bags that you prefer. As I mentioned in one of my very early Edgun Leshiy videos when I was considering the purchase, one of the reasons for it was the fact that I go out into fields kind of owned by some relations which have paths running through them, kind of footpaths, and kind of next to roads there's some footpaths as well, and if people see you walking around with a bloody great rifle, you tend to get comments which I want to avoid. So if I can walk around with a gun that I keep in a bag, then, you know, all the better. Then I can whip it out and I can kind of take a pop at some targets or whatever I want to do. So that's why I needed that flexibility. So I want maximum suppression when I'm at home in the built-up area, plus, and I want it to be short, so that when I'm out and about I can fit it into a bag. Now, the Huma kind of MOD50 Hornet is over £200. So it is quite an expense. So I hope that some people will find some use with this video. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick run through how to fit it to your gun. So I've stripped this down, taken the scope off it, taken the rear off it, and here is a short video about fitting to your gun. Enjoy. Hi guys. Right, here's a quick tutorial about how to fit the Huma MOD50 Hornet. It's pretty simple, so it won't take us too long. Basically, with the Huma you get this, which is the standard MOD50 silencer, which comes in is the main chamber, 2 additional sections, and then your end chamber there. Now, let's what we'll need to do first is take off the factory fitted silencer or moderator, whatever you want to call it. So for this we need our Allen keys, 2 Allen keys, screws on the end there. Just want to say thanks to the viewer that pointed out that my Allen keys were crap. So now I've got some nice Allen keys, look at that, which I bought from Lidl. So yeah, so we just need to unscrew these bolts here, loosen them off. Loosen them off, loosen them off. It's not too much work, not too many twists. There you go. Right, so that comes off. So as you can see, it's got 2 screws that come all the way from this end all through to the end, and then they screw into these 2 screws here, screw holes there. So that's that off. That's all right. That can move out to one way. So with your MOD50 Hornet, you'll get this, which is the adapter to allow your MOD50 to fit on to your Leshiy 2, because as it stands, that ain't gonna work. It doesn't. That's the wrong thread size, so that's not gonna. It doesn't fit on there as it is. So it needs this thread here. So to fit on, obviously it's got 2 of these screws here that you can see here. They're gonna screw this via these 2 holes to the side onto your Leshiy 2. Now, the one thing you need to get right when putting this on is getting this the right way up. But there's an easy way. So you slot it off like that, and what you can see, that's, I've put that on the wrong way. So there you go. That's nice view. So what you can see, if I can get, see, there's a gap there. It's not flush. So this piece I've just added is not flush with the black of the gun. So you can see there's a little gap. See if I can move that a bit closer. There you go. You can see that gap. See, there's a gap. So if I pull it out a bit, flip it round 180, push it back in, if I can find the holes, there you go, it goes flush. Now there's no gap. So that's right, that's how it should be, flush. So quite easily, we'll stick these screws in. Excuse my singing. Something I generally do while I'm working, much to the annoyance of the family. Slightly smaller Allen key. Spin them in there like that. That's it. Don't have to do it overly tight. Just until it stops. Like that. Okay, see them? Screwed in. Go nice and flush. Then you've got the thread. So when you screw it in, it's going to ignore this thread on the barrel, and it's just going to bind to this thread on the end. So we can screw that on like that. Quite a big thread this. Make sure you get it to bind. There you go, it's going now. Oh, sorry, I was off the screen there. So spin, 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 spin. Gives you an ache, this. Quite a big bind there. That's it, and then you can just tighten it up till it's nice and tight. And there you go, that's it, you're on. Nice, it's got a good feel to it. Let's go for a bit of a comparison. So comparison wise, it is longer. It's about, you know, the old moderator comes up to about your, well, we've got your base unit here on the Huma, plus 1 and a bit extensions. So generally what I do is, if I'm using it in the back garden, I will have the full length on there for maximum moderation. Then when I'm out and about, obviously if I've got it in a backpack and I want it shorter so it's more compact, I will just take out the 2 additionals like that. So you can take out 2, you can unscrew them as well. Inside you can see that's the deadening material. So it's got like a fabric wrap, and then there's a kind of metal gauze in the middle there. So that pops out there. You can't take it out of that M1. You can only take it out of these 2 extensions. So put them over there, because we'll say I'm going out and about. Make sure that thread's lined up nice. Back out, there you go. Screw that back in. Right, okay, so there we go. Now it's kind of the shorter version, the backpack size if you like, which is, oh, drop that, clumsy bus fingers. So that is, in fact that's shorter now, there you go, it's shorter than the original moderator by taking out those 2 middle sections. So that's good for the backpack at that range, at that kind of length. So what I'll do is I'm going to take it out and I shall do some sound meter tests to let you know how it compares to the original moderator in its short format and when it's got the 2 extras in there. So let's have a look at that. Right, okay, so I've been outside and I've done some testing with the sound meter, and the results, well, to be honest, if you're looking for something that quietens your Edgun Leshiy down from the sound of an air rifle to the sound of some kind of gnat flying through the air like you'd hear on a film or something, it's not going to do it. I changed the variation from the original moderator to, without these 2 sections in it, to the full section, and regarding decibels, they're all exactly the same, 89. You'll see it in a minute, I'll show you the footage. What I would say is that it deadens the sound. The best way, and I've thought about this for a few hours now, that I can compare this, is the sound of a clap to the sound of a clap wearing gloves. So effectively the noise is the same regarding decibels, which is what is shown on the sound meter. Equally, it could be my sound meter is awful. It's only one that I've downloaded off the internet for free, so it might just be rubbish. But yeah, whilst it's not registering as quieter, it definitely deadens the sound. And I've put the 3 versions of this, so the original moderator, then the short version of this, and then the long version of this, back to back in the following footage and listen to it. It doesn't pick it up hugely well, but you can make it out. So I would say that I'm much happier firing a full-length Huma Air in the back garden than I am with the original, because, like I say, it's much less of a clap. Like I say, it's not so much that it's quieter, but a normal hand clap stands out from the background noise much more than a deadened gloved clap. I'm sure you'll agree. So it does help keep the noise down for the neighbours. Equally, when it's shorter, it's somewhere in between. I think there is some deadening. It's not as pronounced as when it's the full length, but I think it does do something. I think it's there is a job there. Whether that's worth over £200, that's your judgment. It is a lot of money for that. Regarding looks, I enjoy it. You know, it's real nice to hold. You know, the original moderator wasn't bad to hold. You know, it's real nice and smooth. It's got a good length on it. You know, it's enjoyable to hold, and you know, it looks quite nice as well. I quite like the look of it as well. So yeah, so have a look at this. These are the three. So the first one you'll hear is the original moderator. Then it's the short version of this. Then it's the long version of this. Listen to this. See what you think. See if you can hear it as well. What did you think? Could you hear it? You think it just about comes across. Maybe if you stick your headphones in, you might be able to hear a bit better. But yeah, it comes across. There's a deadening of the sound. It's a duller sound. It's not quieter, but it's a duller sound. Like I say, comparable to a hand clap, to a gloved hand clap. I think that's the best way to describe it. So I'm going to keep this quite a short video today. Maybe I might get another one in before Christmas, but we shall see. It is creeping up on us now. So I've got to go and sort some presents for the kids and stuff. But if I don't speak to you again before, have a lovely, lovely Christmas and a New Year, or whatever festival that you are celebrating. And I shall see you with some more Paperball and PenTube in the new year. Please like and subscribe. We want to get some subscriptions up, so I'd be grateful for that. Thanks a lot, everyone. See ya.